everyone, Markerbuoy and Janer B with you. We're out on a road trip a long way from the left coast. We're in Springbank, Alberta, just east of the Rocky Mountains, just west of Calgary. And we're at the Springbank airport where I learned to fly over 35 years ago. I had 30 years of great flying in fixed-wing aircraft, and today we're here to take a trip in a fling wing with Neighbour Mat. He's a professional helicopter pilot, as I've mentioned on my playlist previously, and he's kindly offered to take us up for a ride. It's a beautiful day for a helicopter flight.
Hello.
What are the chances, eh?
I know. I can't believe it.
And gorgeous,
perfect.
beautiful day. Hey Mark, how's it going? Hi, Jenny.
How are you doing? Great, thanks. And you?
Good. Doing well. Hey.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's good.
Neighbour Mat in the house.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So what are we doing today?
So we just came back from a long line training flight where Jason is the experienced pilot imitating the student, and I'm taking over the instructor position on the non-PIC side of the helicopter. So I'm basically in the co-pilot seat with dual controls, and he's trying to make me be aware of pitfalls when you are training a student on the long line. So I'm catching high rates of descent, I'm catching downwind situations, and catching over controlling situations.
So in effect you're transmitting to him your knowledge, and he's poking holes, if there are any, in your knowledge.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
A quick safety briefing, and Mark, you have to promise me you pay attention despite the
Yep.
filming, okay?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay. So, never been in a helicopter before?
No.
How about you, Mark?
A couple of times,
A
yeah.
couple of times. Okay. So, the danger zones with the helicopters are obviously the spinning parts, which is, for one, the main rotor, but more so actually the tail rotor. The tail rotor spins very high RPM, makes it almost invisible, and for people distracted with their jobs, you can easily walk into it. For that sole reason, we really don't ever go any further back on the helicopter when we're around the helicopter than this rear baggage compartment. That's just because there's no need to. If we need to go to the other side, we just walk around the front of the helicopter. We never duck underneath the tail boom. We're just going for a tour, so we really have actually no intention of landing and getting out. But if we have to land, you just have to make sure, if we have to land, you make sure that you obey my commands. When I'm saying wait until the rotors come to a full stop and exit out to that direction, and so on and so forth. The doors on these helicopters, I'm going to be closing them for you, so you know, they don't actually latch in like a minivan door, so that they don't stay shut. So you actually have to put pressure on them and then basically close the latch. There is a bit of force involved here, so it's not extremely easy. We'll be loading from the other side, so we'll just come over to the other side. When you walk around the helicopter, an arm's length is a very safe distance. You're not going to stumble over the mirror. This is the pitot tube, so it tells me how fast I'm going with respect to the air. It's heated, so as you walk around, a lot of people want to grab onto it and they lose skin.
Oh,
It's very
kidding.
hot, okay? So one arm's length away, you're not stumbling over the skids. So this is where the passenger side happens. We have a sliding door here. The way that works is we unlock it, and with one finger basically pull it out, and try not to get that wasp in there, so we don't have to deal with it later. Unlock it, pull it out with one finger, and then just slide it back. It's a very simple door. A lot of people muscle them, and then they kind of damage the mechanism. And the front door is the same as the other one that I just showed you. Unlock it and it'll just automatically open on these gas struts. Same thing with this one, it won't lock, so you have to put pressure on it and lock it. I will be closing the doors for you, I mentioned that already. So one of you will be sitting right here, and one of you will be sitting right here, and that's up to you to muscle it out. Okay. Well, hang on, Jane. We'll finish the safety briefing first.
Okay.
From a vantage point of view, I'm not sure what you might be seeing more of the cockpit if you have a bit more distance from it for your camera. So I don't know. You might think about sitting in the back.
Yeah.
And Jane can sit in the front.
Sure.
At any rate, we have seat belts that work much like a car. So it goes over your shoulder and it just clicks in. Most importantly there, I'll help you with it as well. It's just nice and comfortable. It doesn't have to be super tight. They are on that, on that reel, so they kind of go in and out. For your safety and comfort, we're going to give you a headset with ear cups. So the headset's work in a way, you put these over your ears, you have a volume control, and the microphone has to be fairly close to your mouth. If you have it out here, it won't pick it up. You're a frequent flyer anyway. You've flown with Mark Watts. Emergency exits on this aircraft are any door and any window. So these are just rubber gaskets, so with enough force they'll just pop right out. But you also could obviously open the door. And if you're sitting in the front seat and the door really needs to come off, you basically just rip off this panel, pull this up, and the whole door will just fall off the aircraft. So a very easy way to get out. Don't confuse this lever with that lever. If you just want to get out of the aircraft, this works really well. You don't have to remove the door, okay? As we're coming a little closer, Mark, come a bit in here. Jane, come a little closer as well. So we have one switch on here that we're just going to call it lever A. So you have to come in a bit further. It's the ELT switch right up here in the corner. That's our emergency location transmitter. And there's an on position at the top. It is armed, so it's automatic. But if we need to turn it on, click at the top. That's lever A. Everything else is lever B. It's up to me.
Okay, so if you're incapacitated and we're in the ditch,
yes,
we hit lever A.
We hit lever A. It most likely will have automatically come on as well.
Yeah, with the impact.
If you're wanting to know about the details, then you can also turn your focus down here, down in there. There's a second one, we'll call it lever A2. It's this guy here, the small one. That's the fuel cutoff. So if I should be really incapacitated and you want to turn the helicopter off, you grab this and you pull it back and it will just become quiet.
Okay. Yep.
All right?
Yep.
Everything else you'll just leave up to me.
Okay.
Okay?
So what kind of machine are we flying today?
So today we'll be flying an A-Star AS350 B2. It's made by Eurocopter, which was recently rebranded as Airbus helicopters. It's a 5-passenger helicopter plus 1 pilot. Can lift at around 1,800 to 2,000 pounds on the hook. There's an external hook, as you can see, for long line operations in the middle of the aircraft. And is basically the workhorse in the Canadian aviation industry as the F-150 of the air.
F-150. Oh, right. The pickup. No, I got an E350 now.
Well, there you go. This is not the E350, it's the F-150. Anyway.
Okay, Janer B, how are you doing? You got the front seat, left seat in a turbine chopper.
Yep, good so far.
Pretty exciting?
Very exciting.
Oh, hello. Fancy meeting you here. Jane, you can slide that window just back.
Yeah.
There
Okay, just or just when you're up, you close it. Whenever.
No, you just keep that open and closed for your comfort the way you like it.